Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I. Joe 2004, and I've counted 79 figures for that year, because JoJo shows 77, but there's two I've found that are on the vehicle drivers. So I don't know if I'll have time to go through all the figures on the yojo.com. So we'll go through the ones that I do have. And I said I had about 20, because there's should be 12 of each of the Cobra figures. Oh, maybe 13 or 14. Well, it doesn't matter. So anyways, we're gonna go through it, and well, there is a lot to go through, so I'm just gonna quickly bring up something here. Now, they did have an exclusive, so again, I took the body of the comic pack ones and I switched the heads around for other ones, so I'd get a better figure. But those figures are not for this year anyway, so it doesn't matter. So anyways, there is some of them in there. There's this one, and there's also another one, this one, and I hate the you know how the hands are. I've already painted the hands. Hate flesh tone hands on a Cobra soldier or officer, either or. It just doesn't make sense. So there is a convention set, and I've managed to get one from that set, but the set is about 20 figures, and there's quite a few dreadnoughts in that set. So anyways, I have Billy Bob and Vipra. I always say Vampra. There's no M in it. So this is another version of Vipra. So that's a cool version, and there's one more like her. So, but we'll get into it when we might have to make a separate video on that, because, well, there's just too many. There's too many figures to go through for this year, but we can always try to fit it in towards the end. We can see. Now, this is Sergeant Torpedo, and we have the Big Brawler. These two come with the Vamp. Then we have this version of Beachhead. Looks cool. You can always tell the guy on What's on Joe Mind. I think his name is it Mike? Anyways, the guy from What's on Joe Mind. Why doesn't somebody send him one of these kind of beachheads? This is a Night Force beachhead, and it is a pretty cool beachhead, and I know that he doesn't have any of those kind of beachheads. So anyways, anybody else there wants to donate a figure to What's on Joe Mind? Now, this Snake Eyes here, I switched their heads, and because I thought it would look cool. So there is obviously two Snake Eyes for this year. Double Snake Eyes. And you guessed it, and I do have 3 of these guys. So another Pathfinder. And he did not come with those weapons. Now, we are sliding over here. We have a hooded Cobra Commander, but we also have a Viper Ninja. Red Viper Ninja. And the Black Dragon Ninja. These ninjas are pretty cool. They do seem similar to Storm Shadow. And what I like is these all have the Cobra insignia on them. So they're pretty awesome. And I love the ninjas. Then we have a hooded Cobra Commander. I do have one more of these in red. And it's, you can see they have the flat black. I don't know, you know, why they cheap out like that. Just make a crappy mold. And as you can see, there is, I think for the next year, they also have these kind of heads. And they looked way better on these bodies. So I did switch them around. I did want to have like more of the Cobra Soldier type look, because this doesn't have the chevron or little symbol on the front of the helmet. So you can see it looks way better. And just like I show you these cowling pack heads, you know, the shrunken voodoo head, the wrong proportioned head. So I don't like them. And if anybody wants to donate any Cobra Soldier heads or officer heads to me so I can finish switching out, I still got like, I think 16 or something I gotta switch out. I've been switching them out slowly. And again, you know, like Major Blood, you can make your own Major Blood custom out of these bodies. There you go. We didn't Sharpie his head, we painted it. Give him a nice shiny glass helmet. So it is kind of cool. And I wish they would make a Major Blood in a Cobra outfit, because that's how he was in the cartoon. You know, and he looks so much better. You know, more uniform. Now I wanted to talk about the other type. There is other O-ring types, but we don't like them. But I took some arms from O-ring figure and put it on this version of Leatherneck. But again, he has the shrunken voodoo head. So, but I just wanted to see what it would look like, and it actually doesn't look too bad. So if you wanted to throw in some extra cannon fodder, so have a few extra soldiers to shoot, then you got some. But, oh, anyways. So also, like, just to show you again, like, these are a type of O-ring figure, but they're not good. You know, like, they got stupid proportions. They don't look good. They're not made well. They're like kind of a cheap. It doesn't look right. So again, they've cheaped out. And I just wanted to show you, because these are not the O-rings. These are a different kind of construction. Cheap plastic. You know, they're missing the little pins, and they're not designed well. They don't look good. So some people collect them. Hats off to you, but I don't like those versions. To me, we only look at the O-ring versions. And well, this is a comic pack Thrasher, and they did have a lot of, well, they had a few Dreadnoks for that year. So when we go through the whole list of figures, we can try. But I just want to reiterate that China switched over a lot of their factories maybe a year in advance to make weapons. So China is going to war with the States. When is the question? But they've switched over their factories to produce stuff to try to get an edge over the Americans. So you might want to switch over a lot more factories there, America, and produce a lot more weapons, because China is gearing up for war against us. And now we're going to try to go through 79 figures if we can. So here, this Baroness does not look good. We have this Hooded Cobra Commander. We do have this soldier. And you can see this is a Scarlet small head. This is the Snake Eyes I told you that I switched. This guy here is, I think Big Ben. Will just double check. Oh no, that's Tracker. Oh geez. He doesn't look so good. Anyways. Oh wow. So you can see there's different ones. Double clutch. Anyways, that is Duke. Oh yes, I have this one. And I did make him into a custom. Because this type of plastic is really cheap. It seems to break, so I think that's why I did that. Then there's Stalker with a smaller head. We got, is this Fred? Grunt. Oh geez, that's not a grunt. Anyways, there's the other Snake Eyes. Now, is this Short Fuse or is this a different guy? Ah, it's Zap. Alright, so we haven't really gone through all these. And there's another Cobra Soldier. Who's this guy? General Flag. That doesn't look like a General Flag. So you can see they got the small voodoo heads. You can probably switch around. Steeler. version 2. Those aren't O-rings, none of those ones are. So we're going to go up a bit. And we're going to go into here. And we have Barricade, Charbroil, Duke. We have Mutt, Roadblock, and there is a version of Lifeline. Then I told you they had the comic book shrunken heads, but these do have different bodies, and I do have them. So anyways, those are good to switch around. Then we got a Black Alley Viper, which I think they probably renamed them, but that is Firefly, Creeper. Now this one was Nullifier. That is Scrap Iron. And we do have, is this a Storm Shadow or is this a different one? Oh, that is a Storm Shadow. Alright, so we had a Storm Shadow there. Tunnel Rat, that looks like a Snake Eyes. This is a Stalker. That is a crappy version of Gung Ho. That is another version of Lifeline. And that is Ambush. Then we have some more. Action Man. Yep, that is Action Man. So we have Action Man, Beachhead, Flint, Roadblock. That one's Zap. And this is Tunnel Rat. Then we have the Vipra. And I don't have this version of Vipra. Then that's a Storm Shadow. And we do have the Red Ninja Viper. And that is the Black Dragon Ninja. Then those ones are an O-ring. And then they have the convention pack. They have a Tiger Force Beachhead, Billy Bob. I'm assuming these are all Billy Bobs, or they might have different names. Oh, that's Cletus. So they do have different names for these Dreadnoks. So we're just gonna scroll through. We want to look at all the names. We might Zanzibar. Ooh, look at that version. That one looks actually really good. Of Thrasher, Road Pig, Ripper. Oh, I don't know this one. That one looks pretty cool. So we might not have enough time, but Demolisher. That one looks awesome. Wow. So they got some cool ones. That might be another Ripper. Nope, that's Crusher. Different kind of skull head. So they got some cool figures there. Wow. Is that? No way. That's another version of Hardtop. Hardtop. Then we have Mutt Tiger Force, Zarana, Zartan. That looks like a Zartan. General Hawk. Wow. So there is, you can go in and look at those ones just to find out the other names for those ones. And the vehicles, drivers that I did spot, they're in two vehicles. One was a glider. The other one looks like an ice cream viper or something. No, that not Nullifier, I think it was. Another. Oh, Weasel. So they called this one Weasel. So Annihilator, that's it. But he looks like, oh no. No, that's not an O-ring. Sorry. Wrong. So there's only 78 then. Because the other one here is an O-ring. This guy looks like an O-ring guy here. Oh no. So he's not an O-ring. He looked like an O-ring. Okay, forget it then. There's only 77. So there is 77 figures for this year. China's preparing for a war with us. And well, you know, that's not cool. So everyone better get prepared because it is a real war. And well, we're running out of time for this video, but there is 77 figures for this year, not 79. Alrighty. And remember, you can make your own customs from other parts. And these type of figures are just not the same as O-rings, so don't be fooled. If you're looking, look closer and keep on collecting. Thanks for watching. Cobra, the year of the